My name's Doug Howie. I'm a field officer for the ILPH covering Tayside in the northeast of Scotland. We received a call on our horse welfare line from a previous borrower to the effect that Ferdi was in a field with her mother, Ferdi being a 3-year-old mare, in a field with her mother that was being unattended to. I went to the field that day that we got the call and found that Ferdi, the 3-year-old mare's feet in a dreadful, dreadful condition, probably the worst condition that I've ever seen a horse's feet. Ferdi's feet, the front feet, the 4 feet being by far the worst, were probably about 8 inches long and beginning to curl. There was a very, very bad crack from the furthest point of the toe right up to the cornet band in one of the feet. One of the rear feet had a sizable chunk of hoof had broken off from it, just due to the length of the hoof. Ferdi's near fore was twisted badly. This was due to the fact that, again, the length of the foot had worn on the outside and twisted the foot, and this had been happening for several years, I'm sure. She was lame. And this was noticeable from quite a distance, and Ferdi's gait was compromised completely.
My name's Donald Nichol, and I'm the farrier for Belwade Farm, and I have been for the last 15-16 years since the farm opened. My job here is to look after the horse's feet. That entails trimming a lot of the youngsters and smaller horses, and shoeing of the bigger ones, and a lot of corrective shoeing for remedial problems and problems that the horses have. It's very, very important to have regular farrier attention just to keep the feet right and prevent the feet from twisting and getting very long and causing problems to the joints as well. When Ferdi first came in, her feet were tremendously long and twisted, particularly both front feet. The hind feet weren't quite so bad for some reason, but the front feet hadn't been touched in her entire life. They were very, very long and twisted, so it was decided to trim her feet back and fit heart bar shoes to try and even out the pressures in the front feet so that she could give her a bit of chance to walk properly. Her feet were particularly long and twisted, probably the worst that I've seen in the 22 years that I've been a farrier. But she was young enough, fortunately, and through careful trimming and shoeing, her feet are now improving and looking much better than what they were when she first came in.
Of course, we couldn't carry out this rehabilitation programme for Ferdi without the help of our supporters, so please become a member of the ILPH.